Hello and welcome to universityofshed.net. This lecture is taken from University of Shed's art series and is on Impressionism. The names of Impressionist painters trip off the tongue like a prestigious roll call of the great and the good. Monet, Manet, Cezanne, Renoir, Pissarro, Sisley. Although the Impressionist movement is well known today, its origins are not so clear-cut. For Impressionism was not founded as such, but rather came into being following a series of independent exhibitions in Paris in the 1870s and 1880s. In fact, the name was originally used as an insult by the critic Louis Leroy, punning on Monet's Impression Soleil Levant, Impression Sunrise. He wrote that, "Since I was impressed, there had to be some impression in it, and what freedom, what ease of workmanship. Wallpaper in its embryonic state is more finished than this seascape." Over time it has come to represent a well-respected and much admired body of art, with its influence reaching not only many subsequent artists, but also crossing over into other artistic forms, such as music, for example Debussy and Ravel, and sculpture, e.g. Rodin. Trying to clearly define what is meant by Impressionism is not a simple task, for by its very nature it is an amorphous movement. Degas, for instance, is commonly placed in the Impressionist category, but it was a description which he did not necessarily accept. However, there are a number of characteristics which are generally found in so-called Impressionist paintings, all of which contrast sharply with those artistic movements which preceded Impressionism, such as Realism, Romanticism, and the Barbizon school. These characteristics are as follows. Everyday subject matter. Scenes were often very simple. For example, workers on holiday, Parisian park scenes, and so on. This was in stark contrast to the kind of art which had come before, which tended to focus on heavy historical, religious, or classical themes. Small but visible brushstrokes. At its extreme, these brushstrokes were reduced to a mere series of dots, a technique known as pointillism. This technique captures the essence of the subject rather than the specific details. Emphasis on the changing quality of light. Monet, for example, would paint the same scene several times in a day in order to record the changing conditions. In addition, many Impressionist paintings involve water, where reflections could become infinite. Use of colour. Colour was often applied without mixing, side by side, creating a vibrant surface. As a general rule, black was avoided. Greys were created by mixing complementary colours together. A focus on movement as an important element of human perception and experience. Degas, for example, was renowned for his work painting ballet dancers. This dynamism can be seen in many other Impressionist paintings as well. Many of the best-known Impressionist paintings are located in galleries such as the Musée d'Orsay in Paris and the National Gallery in London. Well-known Impressionist paintings include Monet's Woman with a Parasol and his Rouen Cathedral and Water Lily series, Manet's Bar at the Folies Bergère and Déjeuner sur l'Herbe, Renoir's L'Aïeul and Moulin de la Galette, and Degas' Dancers at the Bar, Absinthe and Trois Danseurs. Although the movement began in and focused on Paris, its influence spread worldwide. Notable foreign Impressionists include Mary Cassatt in the USA and Walter Sickert in Britain. As well as being hugely influential in its own right, Impressionism was also the precursor to other artistic movements, including post-impressionism, fauvism and cubism. Its popularity continues today, and with Impressionist galleries and exhibitions remaining extremely popular.